Antisocial and Bape have come together for their third collection, releasing this Friday, September 4th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as September 5th for the Japan release at 11 a.m. JST. So you guys can calculate what that will be for you, but will be available for US customers on the Antisocial website and then following on the Bape website as well on the next day. As far as the pieces go, I heard in previous Antisocial Bape collaborations the pieces were actually Bape pieces, or they used Bape blanks, so the prices will probably be that of Bape prices rather than Antisocial prices. So we're looking at like $90 t-shirts, maybe a little bit higher for some of the all over prints that we will see, and then also like high hundreds for the hoodies. That being said, let's head over to their website to take a look at the collaboration. So if we head over to bape.com, they have a lot of information about the collaboration. Here they have kind of like the teaser image that they dropped, a bunch of Japanese, which I don't know how to read, so we're going to go ahead with the English paragraph below it. A Bathing Ape and Antisocial Social Club come together for the third time to celebrate the LA and Tokyo connection between the brands. The capsule collection features the iconic Bape ABC camo in green, pink, and blue. The Made in Japan all-over print hoodie and short sleeve cut and sewn feature ASSC's classic font and back graphic placement with a colorful katakana, Japanese characters, overlay. An ABC camo-filled box logo t-shirt is also available in both black and white. The Bape Antisocial collaboration will be available Saturday, September 5th, 2020, exclusively at Bape Store, Harajuku, and Bape.com web store. For the rest of the world, items will be available on Antisocial Social Club. So, following with what we said before, just a longer explanation of everything, and here's what we have for the collaboration pieces. Like I said, there's some cool stuff, though. I think, the top half, all the camo stuff I really like, but none of the box logos I'm really feeling. We're actually able to click on each one of these items to take a closer look at it. Like they said, they have this all over print ABC camo, and then of course you got the Antisocial branding, and then on the back you have the Antisocial with that Japanese katakana, or however you pronounce it. I think that's what it was called. That also overlays the Antisocial logo, which I think is a cool addition to it, because most of the time we just see that Antisocial graphic or Antisocial logo on the front and the back, just the same exact plain old style. But at least they made this little addition to it, which I think adds a cool aspect to the design. But following that, the other thing to notice is obviously the camo, which iconic Bape camo, the ABC camo, coming in the blue colorway on this one. But we do also have a couple more colorways. We have this classic woodland camo with kind of a red, or maybe even more towards like a magenta, though I think that might be red. Probably my favorite colorway right here. And then we also have this pink camo as well, and that's it for the three camo colorways. None of them are really bad, though. The classic one's probably the only one I would wear, just because the other ones are so loud, and generally I don't really rock pieces like that. Moving on, we have the tees, which I actually like the hoodies more on, but looking at the front on the left, it just kind of looks almost repetitive, like they're not doing enough randomness in the pattern. You can kind of see where it starts to repeat itself, though we just have the same thing once again. Got this camo and then the pink camo, so it is what it is. Another thing I'll point out is actually we have the prices down below. So it looks like 11,000 yen for a t-shirt, and then we're gonna have to pay 23,000 yen for a hoodie. I'm not exactly sure what the conversion rate is for that. Moving on, we have these other t-shirts dropping as well, the kind of like box logo ones, which I've never been a fan of when Antisocial does this like box logo graphic, though these are definitely better than what they normally do, because usually it's just like a colored square and then the Antisocial logo, which at least this adds more to it. You get the camo and then also that katakana, or however it's pronounced, overlaying. So I think that's a nice addition. And then on the back you have some more text in Japanese. And then of course this comes in at a lower price point, because not all over print. This comes in at 8,000 yen. Moving forward, we're gonna have it in the other colorways we saw, and actually I can get down with pretty much every colorway here, because it is just a smaller portion of the piece that is this like really bright color. So I do like that a little bit more. And then we also have it coming on the white blanks, and that's it for the collection. We also have these lookbook images that give you a on body view of the pieces, and specifically looking at this set right here, I think the pieces themselves look kind of cheap, especially when you look at the stitching on this hoodie on the right shoulder here. Like, it doesn't look very good in my opinion. The stitchy, like, it looks reminiscent of a cheap hoodie or like a cheaper blank. And then also the hoodies themselves seem very thin, not a thicker hoodie. And then if we take a look at the t-shirt on the right, just like the stiffness of it looks a little bit weird. I know a lot of cheaper blanks usually tend to have this like stiffer or more rigid fit, kind of similar to what we're seeing here, though. If they are Bape pieces, I would imagine, I don't own any Bape, but I would imagine they're higher quality, especially for the price point you have to pay. And then we have these other lookbook images to look at, and that's about it for their website. So the collection itself isn't that big, but in terms of antisocial collaborations, we are getting a lot of pieces. Usually they tend to be on the smaller side, and about half of the collection or pieces dropping are kind of good. I like the all over print camo stuff, which obviously appeals more towards the hype beast people. We get this all over very loud Bape camo, and then a big antisocial graphic coming in, usually bright colors, except for on that camo colorway. I think the graphic or the spell out of the logo was white, but then to contrast that on the back, we have that red text overlaying it. So they are very loud pieces, cool pieces in my opinion. And also important to note, this drop will probably move very fast. Being Bape and antisocial, this is obviously one of the more sought after collaborations, up there with like the antisocial mastermind collaborations. So this stuff will move very quick and probably have pretty high resale. But another thing to be concerned about with antisocial is obviously the shipping. Me personally, I'm still waiting on an order I placed in January for antisocial and a mastermind jacket, which I've talked to their support several times. We've been going back and forth, but they just stopped responding to me. Probably tried doing a chargeback, but yeah, that is something to keep in mind. But with that being said, what do you guys think of the collaboration? Feel free to leave a comment down below, and while you're down there, leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.